Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your dose of zombies news from the game and community here on COD Zombies HQ. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I didn't think we'd be getting any significant zombies news today. That has since changed, so let's go ahead and talk about it. With the second half of Black Ops 4's Operation Spectre Rising beginning tomorrow with Treyarch starting their Days of Summer event, they released a trailer today but haven't spoken at all if the second half of this event will include anything related to zombies. They've been very quiet on that front recently, which kind of made me think that they were up to something, but we're not exactly sure if that's the case. I was hoping that we'd get a teased for the factions feature to be released sometime soon. That doesn't seem to be coming, but we did get confirmation about when the next DLC 3 Zombies map will be dropping. There were some people speculating that it would be dropping tomorrow. I never thought that would be the case, and it turns out that was right. Treyarch tweeting out that, quote, "The next chapter in the Aether storyline is coming in our next operation in July." Almost there. Almost there, yes, but still a month out. The predicted start date for this next operation, July 9th, 2019, meaning that we're still over a month away from the release of the next Aether Zombies map, still several weeks away from when we hopefully will start actually getting teasers and marketing for this map that we basically haven't gotten for the last two DLC Zombies maps. And again, this date of July 9th is kind of assuming that the next Zombies map will release when the next operation does. Treyarch in this tweet doesn't say that the next Zombies map is coming at the start of the next operation. They simply say it's coming in the next operation. So we can get DLC 3 at any time within the next operation, which while it seems likely and I hope that we'll be getting the map at the beginning of the operation, of course they could always release it in the middle of the operation or a few weeks later or something like that, depending on when the map is ready or not. Now, if you do remember back to the release of Gorod Krovi, when that map was being released, DLC 3 for Black Ops 3, Jason Blundell did an interview and said that at the time of DLC 3 Gorod Krovi's release, DLC 4 Revelations was already complete. So here's hoping that they're following a similar timescale, that most of the Aether content is already done, that they don't have to delay it any longer and release it at the start of the next operation. Which reminds me, before we move on to our second topic, there's just a few days left to grab Black Ops 4 Standard Edition, which includes the 3 base Zombies maps, 9 Voyage and Blood of the Dead, which you're watching now. You can grab that PC version of the game for only $12 by subscribing to 1 month of Humble Bundle Monthly. Grab the game instantly. You'll probably never see it at that price again. I personally picked up a copy of the game via this method to gift to a friend of mine, which you can do because they're usually too cheap to buy the game for themselves. You know who you are. If you want to check it out, there's only a few days remaining. Link down in the description and as the pinned comment on this video. If you have any questions, be sure to message me on Twitter. I can help you out. Now moving on to our second story, in terms of what's included within tomorrow's Days of Summer update for Zombies, Treyarch announced that we'll be getting the gauntlet for Ancient Evil, which is going to be called the Labor of Hercules. New weapons that were already added into the game, but I assume will now be added into the armory section, so you can customize and level them up if you got them via microtransactions. Which, speaking of microtransactions, at least the microtransactions that we'll be getting will be in the form of the Perkaholic. That's right, Perkaholic is coming back. It was teased as the profile picture for Treyarch's Twitter for quite some time. In terms of how they're going to be fitting all those perks on the HUD, nobody knows yet, but I mean, hey, I guess they gotta spark the microtransaction system in this game somehow, because when I asked you guys over on Twitter a little while ago, out of many thousands of respondees, only a very small percentage of you have picked up any microtransactions in Black Ops 4 Zombies. I mean, the people that follow me on Twitter, you basically have to be the most hardcore of hardcore Zombies fans, and the fact that only a very small percentage of people are actually spending money for microtransactions in this game, you know, that's gotta be rubbing Activision the wrong way. Needed to introduce some hype into those microtransactions. They decided the best way to do that was in the form of a Perkaholic. I mean, personally, guys, from me to you, don't spend money on the microtransactions. It's not worth it. But hey, you do whatever you want with your cash. That's no business of mine. storyline. And for our third story, it involves the co-op mode in Call of Duty Modern Warfare releasing in October, where we speculated that as a result of some leaks, it might involve some kind of open world hub that you can then take part in missions with your friends. That appears to not be the case. A leak that comes as a result of a source from TGR over on Twitter, where they say that the co-op mode will be an improved version of Spec Ops, that it won't be an open world, but it'll be one where there'll be various kinds of Spec Ops missions, both PvP player versus player and PvE player versus environment or AI, where you can queue up for various missions to take part in, similar how you'd queue up for a public zombies match. Not gonna lie, that seems a lot less interesting than like a semi-open world thing, but I mean, hey, people seem to be really liking Spec Ops, so we'll just have to wait and see if it's any good or not. But that wraps up today's news, guys. I want to thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm working on a vid discussing 3 great theories on how to actually end the Aether storyline, what the cutscene for DLC 4 will look like. That'll hopefully come out sometime soon. It's kind of been bittersweet thinking about the end of the Aether storyline, but oh well. But I want to thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you with another Zombies video sometime soon. Peace! So, you actually stayed beyond the outro. Well, welcome, I guess. I mean, not a lot of people are gonna get here. So I guess just check out some of these sick Zombies cutscene screenshots. They're pretty nice. Yeah. Well, that means secret outro over. Peace!